Hi everyone, it's Amanda again. I was asked to maybe expand a little on the channeling I did about the experiments related to the event. And there are just a few things that I think I can elaborate on that you guys have had questions about, or other people might have questions about. So the first thing is, I started laughing when they said there have been many complaints. I started laughing because when they come through, they're just like delivering information. There's no like negativity, or like they don't have any kind of negative polarity. So it was just delivered like deadpan. And so I was like, yeah, there have been many. I totally get that there have been many complaints, myself included. Yeah, the ground crew is tired, especially those who have been here for a long time waiting for this. So, we all just feel like we've tried this, we've tried that. And they said we'd only tolerate up to 3 months. They didn't say we have to wait 3 more months. They just said, that's our limit. That's our absolute tolerance limit as a collective. There are some people who will not tolerate tomorrow, like they want it right now. But as a collective, 3 months, and we're, crossing our arms and tapping our foot, like, no, we're done. Let's see. I was remembering a hypnosis session I did with my friend Dinah Woodall, where I went to this life where I was not human. I was like a glowing being that had this weird point thing in the back of its head. That was like an aspect of me, and I was part of a group who was working on, I did a video about this, I'll try to put it in the comments, but I was concerned because we were trying to help raise the vibration of the planet, my group, by sort of like telepathically communicating with people on Earth through channeling, through dreams, through trying to inspire people through their thoughts, and sort of being a guidance there. And I felt like it wasn't working. I felt like it wasn't going fast enough. And the phrase that kept coming into my head was, "You can't save them all." And I was really upset by that. So from that perspective, I can see why we would want to try everything. Which brings me to another point. They said they're trying to avoid the individual calamities. And what I saw this as is, it would be like there's a whole group of people on Earth that have never seen our trees. Like, we see trees. The trees are everywhere, right? We see the trees. They're normal to us. But what if there was a whole group of people who did not ever see trees, and suddenly this wave comes through and they can see all the trees everywhere? Wouldn't that freak you out? Or clouds. What if you've never seen a cloud in your life, and all of a sudden there's like clouds and fog? Wouldn't you freak out? You wouldn't know what that was. You wouldn't have any idea. It would probably cause some kind of terror, or the fact that they all appeared at the same time and they're everywhere would just make you question your whole reality, your sanity. You'd go crazy, or you'd shut down, or you'd just freak out, and you wouldn't know what to do. You wouldn't know how to go on. Like, now you have to live knowing that there's this whole aspect of your reality that you had no idea about. And it doesn't necessarily have to freak people out, but it can. So that's what I saw it as. Not like they're not grounded enough to hold the light. Although this is just from my perspective, because there are people who are more earthy. I'm not a very earth-oriented, like nature-oriented person. So a more nature-oriented or earth-focused person might see it differently, and they may have another perspective they want to share, and do feel free to share. But just from my aspect, I was just seeing it as, it's just going to open up a whole aspect of reality for them that they won't know how to process that. They don't know how to understand that, because they've had no practice and no warning, and they won't be able to grasp it. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was, I was wondering myself, how is us going down into the murky water with them going to help raise their vibration? Because now we're all low vibration, grumpy, angry, frustrated too. And what I got was that it's kind of like a quantum entanglement kind of thing, where we're down in the space. I keep saying down. It's not down. We're in it because that sounds like some kind of hierarchy, which I don't believe in. But we're in the space that they're in, and we're feeling the things they're feeling. But since we're in that space, we sort of quantum entangle with them, with their energy. And then when we all come back up, which we do and we will and we have, even if brief moments, that's going to pull them along with us. So I see the mechanism of that and why they were trying that. And I don't know if it's over yet or not, or they tried that and it didn't work or whatever. But yeah, we don't like that feeling. We don't like that feeling of being in that muck, because we've already got out of that muck. We don't want to do it anymore. Anyway, I think that was it. There's one more thing. So I think people have asked, like, who am I channeling and where am I getting this information? I think it is from that aspect of me that is working with a group, and there are other groups, different beings in different groups that are doing different things. I don't know what the other groups are doing, because in my hypnosis session, I was only concerned with what my group was working on. So I think it was that aspect of me and that group that was giving me this information on the experiments. Normally, for the general messages, they sound a little different, and I have not really ever asked who they are, because I know it's benevolent and I know the information is very loving and very helpful to a lot of people. But I will say that when I read Daniel Scranton's daily message from the Arcturians, it just resonates so much with what I'm getting that it, if he's channeling the Arcturians, that's probably who I'm channeling as well, because it feels like the same frequency of that. So anyway, so I hope this helped answer any questions anybody might have. If you have other questions, just let me know, and I'll try to do more of these clarification video thingies. And I hope everyone's feeling better and better and continues to feel better and better. And much love. Have a great day. Bye.